Hey there, I'm Cody Knotts, and today we'll be talking about SDG number two. So, what is SDG number two? SDG number two is zero hunger, and it aims to end hunger, achieve food security, improve nutrition, and promote sustainable agriculture. The key targets of this SDG include ending hunger and malnutrition by 2030, especially among vulnerable groups, double agriculture productivity and incomes of small scale farmers, ensure sustainable food production systems, and the challenges that zero hunger faces include global food insecurity worsened by climate change conflict and economic instability and inequality in food distribution and access. So, global hunger challenges in progress. Some of the hunger statistics from 2022 listed here are 828 million people were undernourished globally, with 3.1 billion people could not have not being able to afford a healthy diet, and food insecurity is rising, particularly in Africa and Asia. In global progress, malnutrition rates in children under 5 has declined from 23% in 2000 to 14% in 2020. However, achieving zero hunger by 2030 remains unlikely without accelerated action. So we're not seeing as much progress as we should with this sustainable development goal. So, how do technology and big data support the sustainable development goal? Precision agriculture uses the Internet of Things and sensors to optimize crop yields and resource use, minimizing water and fertilizer waste, also enhancing sustainability. And with drones and satellite imaging, monitoring crop health, managing pests, and tracking droughts in real time. And with big data, forecasting food shortages, plan distribution, and targeting vulnerable populations, as well as with the blockchain with enabling transparent supply chains, reducing food loss and waste. So, for the comparison of hunger and food security, I chose the United States and Ethiopia. The hunger prevalence in the United States, only 10.5% of food insecurity rate in 2021. Poverty is a primary factor, as whereas in Ethiopia, over 30% of the population are affected by hunger, impacted heavily by drought and conflict. The agriculture productivity is also different between these two regions, as we see the United States has advanced technology with higher output per farmer, with Ethiopia having lower productivity, relying on small scale farming, and they're much more vulnerable to their climate. The nutrition quality is also vastly different, with the United States having a high diet variety, but obesity rates remaining high because of desserts and things like that. And whereas in Ethiopia, they have a limited diet variety with high prevalence of undernutrition or malnutrition. So let's talk about their policy and public awareness between these two countries. In the United States, federal programs like SNAP combat food insecurity, increasing awareness of food waste and sustainable practices as well. And in Ethiopia, they have international aid programs such as the WFP and FAO supporting hunger relief and community awareness programs promote nutrition and sustainable farming as well. So let's talk about the insights on hunger and agriculture according to this share of the population that is undernourished graph. As we can see, the global undernourishment rate between 1990 and 2022. In 1990, approximately 15% of the population was undernourished. In 2015, around 8%. It was reduced, so that's significant progress. And then in 2022, it's a slight increase, about 9%, most likely due to the pandemic. Regional disparities. Sub-Saharan Africa had the highest undernourishment rate at around 23% in 2022. South Asia also being high at 15%, and Latin America lower rates at 7%, but an upward trend due to economic instability. So, what are the challenges to the progress of this sustainable development goal? Conflict, climate change, and economic downturns have all stalled improvements since 2015, as well as COVID-19 and food price inflation further worsening this food insecurity globally as well. So, in conclusion, technology as an enabler for combating this sustainable development goal. Precision agriculture, big data, and blockchain enhancing food production and distribution would be a key factor in this. We talked about the comparison between the malnourishment rates as well as like food insecurity between the United States and Ethiopia, and how Ethiopia faces way more severe hunger discrepancies compared to the United States, other than obesity. My final thought that I feel like achieving zero hunger by 2030 is going to require a lot of heavy technological advances, some policy reformations, and international cooperation for it to be achieved by 2030. All right, thank you.